Pisces, my Pisces, welcome back. If you've been here before, if you haven't been here before, I love you already. Welcome to Two Fish Tarot. My name's Stephen, and this is going to be a weekly reading for 29th of March to 4th of April 2021. We're going to split it into two parts. We're going to do finance and career first, and then the second part we're going to do love and relationships. So let's get right into it. Spirit, what do we have for Pisces for finance and career for the week ahead? What do we have for Pisces for finance and career the week ahead? What advice have we got for Pisces for the week ahead for finance and career? A couple more shuffles. And let's get to it. Pisces, finance and career. So let's have a look at what's led us here. So in other words, what the scenario has been the last couple of weeks. And let's go all the way through. Pisces, I feel like the last couple of weeks you've been fantasizing about a change, you know, and the change that you want and maybe have been discussing with people close to you. There's been some resistance to what people think, you know, and I feel like you've had to defend your position quite regularly over the last couple of weeks, and but you're strong, man. But that's what's been happening the last couple of weeks. I think, you know, this Seven of Coins is like the fantasy card, and maybe it's even been a bit of an illusion, and maybe you should even question yourself as well. And although you've been defending yourself and standing up for yourself, if it is an illusion, maybe you need to relook at your goals again, you know. So where we stand, and I just want to mention, we've got the Queen of Swords. Can you see that? We've got the Queen of Swords as the overriding energy, and the Queen of Swords is like the wisdom card. So the right decision must be made, and maybe that's got to be your focus on looking at what the correct thing is to do. So where we stand at the moment, Pisces, where you stand right at the moment, you have some big dreams that you're looking at, but you feel that every time it looks like you're going to attain your dream, somebody's taking it away from you. It's not a great space, Pisces, and I'm a Pisces, and I can feel you there a little bit. So that's where you are right now, you know. You're a dreamer anyway by nature. That's Pisces, and so evaluate. You might be evaluating your goals, but still feeling like you don't deserve what's happening to you right now. Okay? What's going on in the background, which you're not aware of, and perhaps in your subconscious, is that what you are doing, the efforts that you are making, the practical efforts that you are making, are on target at the moment, but they're not ready to come to fruition. The universe is not ready for you to hit these goals yet, so there may be still a little heartbreak and a few sleepless nights coming along, coming along for you. The advice that Spirit has for you, Pisces, is even though things feel very harsh at the moment and you feel like you're dealing with things that are out of your control, the Emperor is like the dictator of the pack, if you like. Everything must be done his way. So if you're feeling like that's what life is doing to you, be assured that this is coming. The Six of Coins are coming, and the Six of Coins is like having enough to go around for other people as well. So keep your eye and keep your vision board aligned to this scenario where you're going to be in a position to have so much that you'll have enough to go around. Do you understand what I'm saying? And don't stress too much about how you feel the institution of life is letting you down right now. So let's look at the week ahead for your finance and career. I see by the end of the week you're going to have some choices actually, so things are certainly looking up. If you've been having a hard time, because it certainly looks like you've been having a hard time, you might have choices by the end of the week. It looks like there's choices coming along at the end of the week, and the Two of Wands, the choices might even be, you may be looking at moving to a new place, like totally relocating and being somewhere else. And certainly the first glimmer of hope in terms of money is coming through. And we still have the Queen of Swords. That's the overriding energy here. And the Queen of Swords is that somebody's making a good decision. And I think the universe is waiting for the right time and the right thing to come across, Pisces. And may take these illusions or these unrealistic dreams out of the picture by providing you something practical at the end of the day. Does that make any sense to you, Pisces? This is a general reading, so it might not resonate with you at all, but I'd love to hear your comments on this, and drop it down below. And while I shuffle for your relationships, there'll be plenty of time for you to just quickly scroll down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing, but it does the world of good for my channel. And let's get on to love and relationships, Pisces. Love and relationships for Pisces. What advice do we have for Pisces for love and relationships in the week coming up, Spirit? What advice can we give Pisces for love and relationships in the week? Love and relationships. My goodness, my mouth today. Love and relationships for the week coming up, Pisces. Spirit, some advice for Pisces on love and relationships for the week coming up. Nearly jumped out at me. Spirit, love and relationships for Pisces for the week coming up. What advice can we give them? A couple more shuffles. Right, let's get into this. Goodness me. Wow. So the overall energy is the Four of Batons, and Four of Batons is traditionally like the marriage card, but it's not strictly marriage card. It's the in a relationship reading. It's it's a foundation of something that's starting up. Okay, so that's the overall energy. We'll come back to this just now if it becomes pertinent as we go on. So let's start with the last couple of weeks and where you've been. I think in terms of relationships, an overriding influencer on your relationship has got to do with money and perhaps starting something new, and that's been a big influence. Yet also I see some sort of, celebration atmosphere in your life in terms of relationships. In other words, even though you might be having this stuff going on in the background, something's certainly keeping you happy. And if you're in a partnership, if you partnered with somebody, there's been a pretty good balance between work and relationships. So that's pretty good. And if you're single, you may have had at least the opportunity to go out with a couple of friends and be sociable. And this always, leads to opportunity to meeting somebody new if you're looking to meet somebody new. Where you're standing at the moment, Pisces, a big influence over your relationship is that hell, there's not enough money to support a relationship, or your current relationship perhaps there's not enough money going around and it's putting some strain on your relationship. But you have the universe, and the universe is saying that in other words, your underlying thought is that even though there's this strain in either forming a new relationship or on your current relationship, might be money, and it often is, that there's many, many more important things than money in a relationship. That the basis of a relationship can overcome, if there's a strong basis of relationship, it can overcome whatever obstacles are placed here in terms of restrictions, in terms of money, Because let's face it, money plays such a big part in our lives these days, and creates so many insecurities that then overlap into relationships and forming new relationships at the end of the day. But I think you're at a point of realizing right now that that money is not everything, and relationships can be built on different things, perhaps in supporting each other. What's in the background which is happening, which you might not be aware of, certainly think that somebody is ready to communicate with you, somebody that you're not aware of. And if we're talking about relationships, it might be somebody waiting to shoot their shot, or perhaps you've sent out a text message, and the response is going to come back at you, or the response is already being formulated, or somebody is thinking about the things that they want to say to you in the correct way. And also in the background, which you don't know about, is that the money problem might fix itself, without you even knowing about it. There's like steps being taken to fix your financial situation. So you might get that promotion, you might sell that thing, you might hear about a job that you've applied for, and that's happening in the background and you're not aware of it right now. So advice from the universe for this week in terms of your relationships, Pisces, what the universe is trying to tell you is that, number one, as much as you feel burdened, don't feel burdened. Okay, the universe knows there's burden on you, and is working on fixing it for you. Number one. Number two, don't feel like don't be envious of other people's relationships, Pisces, because it's an illusion. Not everybody's relationships are perfect. And in your outcome card, you've got the Nine of Cups here, and that's like ultimate happiness. So if you're sitting in this scenario feeling envious about other people's relationships, it's an illusion, you know. And the burden that you feel is an illusion. It's only something that you're doing to yourself. And the universe is saying, just let that burden go, you know. Meditation is fantastic. Because the outcome here, I mean, first we've got the Four of Wands, which is the marriage card, or the basis of a good relationship, at the very least, is the overriding thing. And one of your outcome cards is the Nine of Cups, and that's like the ultimate relationship card. That's like every wish fulfilled. That's why this is an illusion. And the kind of, I don't want to say the warning sign, but the person that you're with or are interested in or going to end up with, you might have to stand up for this person if people are saying it's the wrong person for you. But I don't see it as being the wrong person at all. I mean, Nine of Cups is your every wish fulfilled, you know, even if you have to stand up for the two of you. Pisces, I hope this made sense to you, and I'd love some feedback. So drop a comment, you know. I love to, and my email address is there. Send me an email if you feel like it. If you feel like a reading with me, drop me an email and we can work something out, you know. Anyway, I love you, and I'll see you next time.